All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. We start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who do teach and rule well according to the scriptures, and shalom to the elect. I had a quick one I wanted to go into, pretty much based on, the state that we that the Lord told us we would be in according to these scriptures in the last days. And the state that we would be in, is pretty much that we're gonna have to take the low. We're not gonna be Fortune 500 company owners. We're not gonna be have the most lavish things. Because the scriptures tell us, man, when you come to serve the Lord, you gotta pretty much prepare your soul for temptations. So the spiritual demon Satan, the Lord is going to allow him to hit us on all different sides. You'll have other groups that would think to talk down on us, and they don't even know our situation, how we living over here, whoop-de-whoop, but they'll say, oh, you guys are bums, you don't have this, that, and the third, you don't help the community, which through the spirit, we know, hey man, helping out the community is idol worship, because the spirit's been out there for about 2 weeks now, going into Baal Berith, just having that the spirit of Baal Berith, which is pretty much a helping the community idol worship, and that's not the spirit to be in. You got certain camps, they think it's all about setting up soup kitchens, trying to reach every Israelite across the world, fitting in with the world, having rappers and entertainers come to their Passover, letting other nations come to their Passover, just all to be accepted of men. We realize when you come to this thing, man, you got to have a spirit on you where you pretty much just delved into the scriptures, because if you're a friend of this world, you are enmity with Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, because this is a kingdom that's ruled in wickedness. We looking for a kingdom to come that's going to dwell in righteousness. So with that being said, we don't. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, we understand that. We doing what Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah told us to do. If you look at our estate, you look at how we are. How we go according to the scriptures. We doing what the men of the Lord will be doing according as the scriptures say. You got guys and they whole operation is within the Israelite community is worth $150 million. Man, you guys are making merchandise of the truth. We know what Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah said about that. So, hey, man, it's all good, though, because, we realize, as I quoted earlier, and I believe that was that second Ezra, not Ezra, Sirach 2, Ecclesiastes 2, which the Lord told us, man, take all things cheerfully. And let me start off with that. Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 2, and I start at the top. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And what's those temptations? Man, pretty much all the things that your flesh would want you to do to be comfortable in this society. Whether it comes to money, whether it comes to appeasing your woman, appeasing your children, appeasing your flesh, where you might be a glutton. Where you just like to eat any and everything that's in front of you, but it takes a toll on your body and your mind, or whether it comes from you worship, you got to have the nicest car, you got to have the nicest shoes, you got to have the baddest woman, which these women, man, they, what it is with them, bunch of snares and nets when it comes to pretty much how they delegate themselves. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. Yeah, we are right now in a time of trouble. So we don't make haste in these times like, man, I wish I had this, that, and the third. Look at what these other guys, We not tripping off of what you wicked niggas got now. You know, as brothers say, hey man, they've received their consolation. You know, if they getting it on this side, hey, that's part of their inheritance. But they won't be the first fruits in the kingdom if they're Israelite. You know, they got what they wanted on this side. And don't get me wrong, they still gonna be good in the kingdom. You know, every Israelite is gonna be good in the kingdom. But there's gonna be order that's gonna be established, and they just gonna have to follow in line. You know, they got it on this side. There's celebrities on this side. Look at your entertainers, your rappers, all this shit. You know, they got millions of dollars, houses and houses. but you know, they because we are in a wicked society, they still mourning. You know, as the scriptures say, you know, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So we looking towards a kingdom where, hey, you can have sovereignty. You know, you can have your own. You know, and you know how to rule it in righteousness. You know, even the other nations, they're gonna be overly joyed with their portion after that 1,000 years. You know, even when it's time for them to die, they're not gonna look at it the same. Where like, oh well, you know, a overly sad, so on and so forth. They're gonna understand it's part of the proper order that happens, and they're gonna understand reincarnation. You know, they're gonna understand that every third and fourth generation they'll come back, but at the same time, they're gonna want to do things correctly. You know, they're gonna feel how we feel, how we feel now. You know, pretty much like, man, hey, damn, I went off. You know, but we're gonna have the laws written in our inward parts, so we're not gonna have that issue. You know, it says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that ye mayest increase at thy last end. Yeah, so we trying to increase at the last end. We're not trying to increase right now. You know, if the Lord got you in certain situations, man, hey, you got to understand that the Lord got you there for a reason. You know, it's not for your demise. You know, if you're a part of the elect, you know, it's so you can rejoice in the works of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because that's why a lot of guys fall out. You know, they eat the roll, you know, and it's sweet, and then that bitter sets in. And man, we've seen it from where that bitter can set in 15 years later, and you just fall out. You know, that's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Verse 4 is whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Yeah, we're supposed to take all these things cheerfully. You know, even Apostle Paul, he spoke about how he knew how to be abound and abase, you know, which we're going to get that too. Because you got to know how to operate when times are hard, and you got to know how to keep that balance when times are good, to be like, hey, because that's one of the things us here at the Household of Faith say all the time. Hey, man, it's a roller coaster ride. It's going to be ups and downs on this side, but it's to refine you and make you stronger. It says, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men, not everybody. Everybody's not going to be able to accept being in a lower state and having the faith to understand there's something better coming. That's why a lot of these guys, you know, they gotta do what they gotta do. They make merchandise of the truth, you know. Let me get the let's see. Let's go back to Philippians 4. Yeah, Philippians 4:10, it says, but I rejoice in the Lord greatly, that now at the last your care of me may flourish, have flourished and gained. Yeah, it's Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, when the kingdom is established, when we gonna flourish and get that gain, you know, because a lot of men think that what's the scripture go? What's that? Timothy 6, where it talks about how gain is godliness. Yeah, we're gonna get that too. It says wherein ye were also careful, but ye lack opportunity. Yeah, and that's the state that we're in. You know, it's gonna be those ups and downs. It's not gonna be always a comfortable state where everything is at your fingertips, where you got the opportunity to just grab everything you need. You got no cares in the world. You know, nah, that's not that's not the case. Even for guys who that got a monetary gain, cause hey man, monetary gain ain't shit. You know, the scriptures tell you it's a light thing for the Most High to make a man rich. You know, so if you rich man, you got to be like, why the Lord give me this money? Why am I in this state? You know, but a lot of guys don't think like that. It's deep thinkers, you know, that have that mindset. And you see within these other camps, there are not a lot of deep thinkers within the congregations. Whatever the leaders say is follow the leader. You know, us over here, you know, even when we got the 100% truth from our elders and apostles, we did our research and through the Spirit we was like, yeah, this is where the truth is at. You know, but a lot of other people, they get caught up in gimmicks, they get caught up in theatrics, you know, they get caught up in things that a man have, you know. As the scriptures talk about, when a rich man speaketh, you know, they hold their tongue. So people like that kind of stuff, which ultimately means they're not denying themselves. They're not putting off fleshly lust. They're pretty much going according to the ways of this world. You know, and we spoke about that. That's enmity with the Heavenly Father. We looking forward to have just enough, as the scriptures say, give me neither poverty nor riches, but that which is sufficient for me. We want just enough to keep us in the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. You know, and we know, the Lord spoke about it, man. Anybody who denies all these things, they'll get it back 100-fold. You know. So we'll take this portion of because these people ain't shit. Fuck these people, you know. We'll take our portion on this side. Who needs any kind of approval from these weak-minded individuals? Weak-minded individuals do. It says, now that I speak in respect of want, yep. It says, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am therewith to be content. Yeah. Whether you about to lose your crib, you know, you about to lose your car, you know, your family's about to turn their back on you. You got to know how to be content in all those things. You know, hey, this is not our rest. You know, so you can't really find comfort anything in this place, but through through the Spirit, and that's through understanding these scriptures, getting an understanding of the scriptures and what Yahweh by Shem Yahushua is doing for us. Everything else is vanity, man. It says, I know both how to be abased and I know how to be abound. Let me get the Adam the blue letter for that. Yeah, because we looking. Was that already there? Nah. What was that? No, we were in Philippians. Philippians 4. And this is the word for a base. Let's see. And all things are instructed, both the full and hungry, abound. What the hell? 12. This is the word for base, and it's tapino, and it says to make low, bring low. Yeah, we know how to. Hey, when we in a lower state, we know how to move through that. You know, hey, we know the Lord ain't gonna put us through anything we can't get out of. You know, that He's not gonna help us to get out of. You know, everything He does is for our betterment if you're of the elect. It says to bring into a humble condition. Woo! Yeah, because the scriptures talk about the contrite heart. You know, being humble, and within this truth, it says reduced to meaner circumstances. It says to assign a lower rank or place, to abase. It says to humiliate. Woo! It says to depress, figuratively. It says to humiliate. Yeah, we are humiliated, you know, and the whole world hates us, you know. But we know, hey man, ultimately, the Lord told us, you know, don't think it's strange, you know, when we hate it, you know, because they hated Yahweh Shai before they hated us. It's because we're speaking on His behalf within a wicked society that it's just like, oh no, even you fucking Christians, man, you know, y'all think y'all are quote unquote good people, you know, but when the truth comes out on who you based your fundamentals on, you know, you backbite. You got something to say against us, which shows you, hey, that we are the true worshipers. You know, we take in the good, the bad, and the ugly. Look at how we talk down upon just because we bring forth the law on great. You know, we talk down on. We ain't out there doing nothing unlawful. You know, even in this society, you know, the scriptures tell us to be subject to the higher powers. We follow these laws. We follow this place. Now, you know, we give unto Caesar's what's Caesar's, and we give unto the Most High what's the Most High's. And we hate it for it. Hey, let me go back to it. It says, let me get Abound too, actually. Let me get Abound. And this is the Greek word for bound, and it's parasio, and it reads to a seize, a fixed number of measure, to be left over above a certain number of measure. Yeah, when the Lord helps us flourish in times, you know, it's ultimately for the balance, because we serve a just power, a balanced power, you know. A just weight is His delight. So, hey, man, we got to understand, just like the way Job had to go through things, King David, King Solomon, all the prophets, all of our fathers, our forefathers, you know, it was just certain things that we just have to go through on this side. You know, we have to understand the wickedness that goes on in order to appreciate the righteousness we're going to get. And as a Romans 8 tells you, man, none of these things going to be compared to what we're going to get, you know. So you just got to take it, you know. This is the part of crying out to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, you know. And with that, you know, he helps you and He guides you through those low points and through those high points, you know. Let me continue on. It says, verse 12 again, it says, I know how to be a base and I know how to be abound. Everywhere in all things am I instructed, both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. Yep. It says, because I can do all things through Amashiach, which strengthens me. And that's what you see a lot of guys fall short. You know, when things ain't going their way, they not leaning on Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. You know, the flesh takes over, which is ultimately those Satan desiring to sift you. You know, you just gotta suffer it. We read in Second Ezra. I mean, not Second Ezra. I keep saying Second Ezra. We read in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, or Ecclesiasticus, how you got to take it all cheerfully. It's of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. It says, notwithstanding ye have well done. Notwithstanding, ye have well done that ye did communicate with my affliction. Woo! Is a servant greater than his master? Hell no. We got to go through what we got to go through, you know? So, I had other scriptures, but I like, you know, I try to keep it in the habit of just making the point, you know? I'm not a long-winded individual, just in general, you know? So I try to, the spirit that is on me is pretty much to make the point and get up out of there, you know. So through the spirit, I think I'm gonna end it there, you know. But if all things you're going through, lean on the Lord through it, man. You know, ain't no point in getting twisted up about it. Because, hey, man, at the end of the day, the whole world's going to be tried. You might as well be tried for righteousness, you know? So, anyway, with that, man, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Once again, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect.